See the man who won't stay, fear me you. Getting all the piece of pie for your wife. Everybody wanna know how it feel. Everybody wanna see what it's like. Living in a big house, I don't mind. Me and this is the one that's the best to make you money. Alright. Greenback boogie.
Picture the devil without the charm.
Okay, so Kaninsky owned this building for 2 years?
Yeah. Then things got bad. And three below, the heart went out and I nearly froze to death. Um, you could smell the dancing, but he said it's well, all fine. I called for a month and then I had to replace it myself
Why didn't you just move?
because this is the apartment that I grew up in, and it's the only place that I have ever known. I don't have any brothers, sisters, my parents not with me anymore. Um, I'm not living the one connection I have to him.
You said you weren't sleeping. Are you stressed out or
But
no?
yes, my place is literally crawling with them. Could you sleep knowing the minutes you turn out the light they are coming for you?
No, I couldn't.
Well, Karinsky won't do anything about it and without proof. And I can't get someone from the city down and to verify they are there.
Don't worry, I can. The guy from the housing department is gonna be here in about 5 minutes.
How do you manage that?
You know, they're actually pretty received when you explain the situation to them.
That what you have to do to prevent the spread. I had to get rid of most of my things. Clothes, record collection, books. I had a first edition Catcher in the Rye. You know what that was wrote?
No.
The books can live dormant for 18 months. You just have to draw everything out.
Frank,
Karinsky?
you're here.
Yes, I live here.
Funny you mentioned that, cause you haven't paid the rent for 3 months. So I
I
wasn't
haven't
sure.
paid the rent because you haven't.
My train has withheld rent because the apartment is not habitable. New York Housing Code, Subchapter 2, Article 4, Section
Hey, no rent, no apartment. That's my code. But if you want something legal, there's a court order. You got 3 days to get out, or the sheriff department will empty the place for you. Have a nice day, Frank.
Carbarello versus Karinsky Properties.
So, how does it usually work?
Well, usually the trial starts and there's a judge and then, people say things.
You have never done this before? Have you?
Well, I never drove a car before the first time I drove one, and I'm still here, aren't I? Don't worry.
Okay.
This is your first time. I'm your first. Don't worry. I promise to be gentle.
Hey, Frank. Nice to see you. Wanna stay?
If it pleases the court,
It pleases the court to decide who speaks and when.
I'll sit down.
We are talking about $4,000 in withheld rent plus.
Yes, Your Honor, but we have received for repairs, lost crossing, as well as...
4,000. Yes, Your Honor. She was talking to me.
Why hasn't he paid counselor?
Oh, that one was for you.
Bed books, Your Honor. I have received that show my current financial outline to rectify the problem for assess the amount.
Housing department certified the presence of bed bugs?
Yes, Your Honor.
Abatement?
Your Honor, this is an eviction hearing. The verdict in question is not habitability, but whether or not rent has been paid.
Actually, City Code states that rent may withheld if the warranty of habitability is breached.
In that case, we need to see the checks. Mr. Ross' client has
What?
placed in escrow.
Checks? In escrow?
Yes, checks in escrow. Paying to outcome of a rent abatement hearing?
That's not in the code.
That's a accepted practice.
And therefore binding in this courtroom.
Your client did put money in escrow, I assume.
I didn't have any money left.
But Your Honor!
Eviction upheld.
Your Honor! He doesn't have...
Did you see me bang the gavel? That means step aside. Next case.
You never forget your first.
It's a kind of ironic, isn't it? You and I both lost in court yesterday.
You lost in housing court? How does one lose in housing court? People win there without lawyers.
Well, he had a lawyer, Tanaka, and she...
Vivian Tanaka?
Yeah, what? You know her?
If you landlords using Vivian Tanaka, this isn't about bedbooks. Vivian Tanaka represents half the high rises in Manhattan. This isn't a petty rent dispute. Your guy's going condo.
Well, that's great. Forcing Frank out for conversation is harassment. I can go after him for that.
No, you wanna take down Vivian. You better go in there with more than just one client. You show the pattern. The settlement goes up. If they did to him, I guarantee they've done this to others.
So, I should find other people in Frank's building?
Think bigger.
Bigger how? Karinsky owns 5 buildings and they are used to be rent controlled, but now they go for $1 million and half a unit.
Nice profile, Artie.
I went to look for housing department in the year prior to his remodel, but in each one of them, tenants who couldn't buy into the conversion ended up with some complaint. Garbage, heat, air, all of them, one by one, Karinsky dropped them out.
You couldn't get their names from housing complaints.
No, he gave me some names, but I need to make this bigger than just his building.
Look, I only get an hour of a day for lunch, and I never take it. Do you need me for this?
See these people who are living the building?
Mm-hmm.
The entire building looks like them. I know I clean out, okay, but
You need me to put a little class.
no
Class.
class, but alright. Whatever gets you through the door, come on. You ready?
Yeah.
Hi there. My wife and I are here to see some of the units. Isn't that right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. So, what do you think, sweetheart?
It's fine, but I like the place on the second.
50 seconds, that's all for cost to your mother.
No, we aren't talking about my mother.
Well, it doesn't matter to me. I love being near your mother. I love your mother.
So, why don't tell us something about your little building?
Well, I think you will find that not only our amenities top quality, so are our tenants.
That's good to hear, yeah, because we are not just looking at the square footage, but really put down some roots.
Well, that is such. the right way to look at it.
Is it?
Yes, and I think you will also find that the people who have both hair, they are like it. Is there a problem? Do you have any questions and I can answer?
I'm sorry, my wife here, my beautiful wife, he just gets a little paranoid sometimes. You know? You wouldn't believe how long it took her to jug us out with me.
Forever.
In the first place. Are there any other tenants who have been for a while? You know, who might be able to show us the ins and outs? The neighborhood.
Well, the building was totally renovated 2 years ago. So most of tenants are newer. We only recommend in January.
Okay.
Okay, but I think there are some old tenants who bought in.
You think that we might be able to speak to them?
Just to be sure.
Yes, it would really make us feel more comfortable.
Okay.
She's feisty. So in love. So in love.
Yes, we are. Oh, you broke a snack lunch. We will have shared.
Amusing.
As was this, your little lawsuit.
Take your sack of presents and run, kid. You're way over your head.
Oh, I think he'll be just fine. Hello, Vivian.
Hello, so the rookie called the veteran?
No, I'm just here to watch. I love Spectre Sports.
So, you enjoyed watching the Yankees destroy a little league team?
David and Goliath happens to be one of my favorite stories.
Okay, I invite. What's in the bag?
Hey, what are you doing?
Do you recognize this carpet?
Make him get out of here.
This is your own carpet, Mr. Kaninsky. It's from Frank Carvelo's apartment. Come on, feel the fibers, the texture. It's almost alive.
You both bed boxing here.
Whoa, that's vandalism. Assault.
You know, I'm happy that you put it in that way, because what exactly we're gonna be charging your client with?
What are you talking about?
He didn't just fail to eradicate a bedbug infestation, he actually created one. Yeah, he pulled the carpet from one of his old buildings, carpet that was already infested, and then he reinstallated in my client's apartment to drive him out.
That's crazy.
You might want to warn your client about perjury.
And a picture of the same carpet from one of his old buildings before it was renovated. By the way, my wife and I really love what you've done with the praise. So it looks like we're talking about what? Assault, violations of written codes, health codes, and just basic codes of human decency.
And if a jury in New York had all that, wow, imagine the damage.
Harvey, expect, please.
Just get that carpet out of here.
So, Vivian, how I'm doing for my first time? This still counts as my first time, doesn't it? Now, let's talk about how much this is going to cost you.
La resaca.